Looks like we're live. 1 second. All right. Uh, looks like we're live, guys. Uh, what I have been seeing tonight has been amazing. Okay. Let me get my chair adjusted, man. This chair is diabolically diabolical chair, man. It's always it's always going down when I don't want it to, and it's squeaking. But uh, yeah, it's been crazy, crazy November 4th, man. We've been sweeping on a lot of things. We won the Virginia governor race and the New Jersey governor race, and a good amount of like state senator roles that were uh, that were uh, what how do I say Republican seats for a long time, and then we switched them or we converted them to Democrat for the first time in like 20, 30 years. If I can find that for you guys. Uh, I guess I showed this a little bit, but we, you know, did pretty well here in Virginia. We, the Democrats, you know, I really don't know a lot of these people's policies. I don't really keep up with uh, the Democrats in Virginia and New Jersey. Uh, their specific policies, to be fair, but anything that the Republican Party is just so unhinged today. Like we've gone over this where like the worst Demo almost not the worst Democrat, but a not so favorable Democrat would be way light years than a good Republican these days in today's standards. So the only I mean I've watched some of the governor debates. This lady Winsome Earl Sears was literally abysmal. Uh, like I don't like I said, I don't know the exact uh policies or anything like that, but I do remember her saying if you got fired just because you're gay, that doesn't mean you're being discriminated against. That was an outrageous statement, an absolutely outrageous statement. Uh, in terms of the other ones, I don't really remember like the New Jersey race and things of that nature. So yeah, we're doing we're doing well there. I thought we'd watch some of this. Zateo's having like a thing right now. As you can see, it's muted. Uh, I don't want to steal content, but and the quality's bad.
What absolutely has to be the future of the Democratic Party, giving people something to vote for, not something to vote against. We soundly rejected the
That's facts. But let's listen to this. Let's listen to this. Oh,
Province are
did
going to
they?
be Democrat.
I'm at District 23,
I have a spreadsheet
and
here,
they're
but
all
It's kind of
so
lagging.
far
When I stream, it lags. I don't know why.
Democrats leading by like
Um,
a
lot.
lot, like
hold on.
more than double digits. I'm at District 26, 20.
1 second. That's lagging. Like this is a random uh spike for some reason. I don't know if that's because I'm streaming. I don't know, but it's usually quite good, you know, all things considered. Okay, now it's not. Hold on, wait.
97% of the votes in though. So
It's only when
um, okay, so now District
okay,
31.
okay,
I'm
it's
seeing
doing. Wait, I'm about to
Republican
fix it. Hold
wins.
on, hold
So
on, hold
we have 30. I'm not going to be able to go through all 100. We're going to have to wait.
on. Sheesh. Stick with me, guys. Stick with me. Hold on. testing this. Okay. Okay, so I know it's doing that. Um, damn. No. Maybe I'll have to mess with my settings later. I can't watch it because it's just lagging very badly. I think you got maybe you got yeah you guys can see that I'm messing with my OBS. This is way laggier. I tried to switch it to display capture instead of see now it's a lot better. I don't know. That's really weird. Um, but yeah, I guess we could just listen.
I
I mean,
mean,
you
Do you
guys can
remember what you went to
listen.
the Patriots game?
No, I was making an Emma
That's
Gamble
the
joke.
best I
I
can
didn't
do,
even
just
hear it.
listening.
I
Sorry.
said, did she say anything about the upcoming football game?
And you guys get to look at me.
No, I mean, I think back on when I was like a teenager when Obama was running, and
Oh,
just like what that did to my brain chemistry
I can
forever.
still try
And
to
it's
fix it
probably
though.
why
Hold on.
I'm doing this job. It just like changed me formatively, and I just can't even imagine when you're like a younger person with Zoran's campaign.
Hey, that's us.
It's this is how like millennials are the most like left wing
Wow.
progressive generation thus far, and it's just going to keep getting that way. When you're seeing these numbers with Trump with younger people too, he's completely cratering. This is going to be radicalizing, in a good way, I would hope.
Yeah, I think so.
Damn,
This is
I mean, if that's not the
that's just
truth,
super
right?
exciting.
Yeah,
That's encouraging.
and
Um,
there were some people that were
If this
surprised
is
too by
radicalizing,
like I know some of the Pod Save guys have been supportive of Graham Plattner or more supportive of
I
Zoran
mean,
Mamdani than
dude,
other
I don't
Democratic
know how you
establishment
can't be
people in the South
radicalized when you
group,
have
like
fucking Donald
Democratic
Trump as
Party
president
associated
trying to do
media.
all this
And I
fascist
just think
shit.
it's a good for us to remember
Like,
as we're trying
there's
to
no way I could
actually build a
tolerate this.
big tent and not this fake big tent that
Okay, this is
centrists talk
being
about.
weird.
That there were a lot of people, well meaning like Democrats, that went to work for Obama and genuinely believe things like, when Obama was talking about being the anti-war candidate in that race and and was running on a more populist message, who maybe got a bit ground down by Washington, but who are still ready to believe again. Like, it's easy to be a bit cynical, but there is a skeleton there.
I don't know if it's because of that. Wait, let me try this again. It doesn't lag as much when it's a video. Okay. Sorry, I'm sorry. I know you guys don't want to be bored with that shit, but
I mean, these are all blue
we can
states,
search
is it?
this though.
So
Wait, let's. I mean, we can browse X. Let me pull up chat as well, just so I can see. Damn, this thing is tripping. All right, got chat open. Let's read. Let's watch
Thanks
this.
for having me. On the table with you. Thanks for having me. The Democrats are going to spin this. This is a referendum on Trump. I mean, these are all blue states, is it? So on the table with you. Thanks for having me.
It cuts off there. I mean, we flipped multiple seats, buddy. I don't know what he's talking about. Republican, not senator, Republican governor. The chair got flipped. I mean, so it's not. I don't know if he's saying that, dude. We didn't flip any seats. I mean, come on. That's fire. That's fire. I didn't mean to click on that. Oh, he won already. Great. While conservatives have spent the last few weeks arguing with each other, Democrats just elected an attorney general. He's attorney general. Uh, who openly fantasizes about murdering us and watching our children die in our arms. I actually don't fucking support what he said, and if you were to not support that guy because of that, I'd totally understand. I think in today's age, like I've been going over this, but the shit that a lot of people are saying nowadays are just normalizing this, and I think pre-Trump, this guy would have been like not shadow banned, but like completely like written off because of the shit he said. And I mean, the shit he said is fucking gross. And I don't even think I'd vote for him because of what he said. But the only if I were to vote for him, it just be because I just don't want any Republicans in office. But I mean, the type of things that he's saying now are just so normalized, and it's like, okay, he said that. What, like, who cares? They all fucking say weird or uh, ad hominem attacks and terrible things to each other these days. I mean, Trump said that maybe people with Second Amendment, people that like the Second Amendment, would take care of Hillary Clinton and normalize a lot of things that shouldn't be normalized. And this guy engaged in terrible rhetoric, like I said, and he still won. So I think the GOP definitely started the uh, rhetoric where it'd be uh, ad hominem to each other. So, but yeah, I definitely don't condone what he said at all. But I think that's really how we got here in politics. Uh, I didn't know JD Vance's brother fucking. Damn, that's crazy. With you having a such a big endorsement, and like I feel like that's like a small election, but I guess it makes sense. I mean, a city like just like any prominent city gonna lean Democrat. Obviously, the dude is Republican, so.
Donald
Uh oh.
Trump is president
Oh. Oh nah. Hell nah, buddy. Let
of the United States.
me
We've got
read it
our
though.
republic back, folks.
Let's go.
Negative. Fuck that. Mamdani. Hey, let's go. He won, guys. Let's go. Let's fucking go, man. This is funny, bro. That's fire, bro. That's funny, bro. They're gonna be so angry, bro. They're gonna be so mad. I bet Elon Musk did all that fucking talking on X, bro, and they're getting their asses torched in the polls, bro. Not the polls, but just the ballot box, man. They're getting absolutely beaten the shit out of. I don't care about UK politics, but that's funny, man. They're all getting their shit smacked. I know I'm gonna see some angry people on my fucking feed, bro.
At all. My frustrations are in Congress because we're the legislative branch. We should be passing bills. We should be passing the agenda that the American people voted for, and we're not. We're literally shut down. I'm angry at the speaker. I think the House should be in session. We should be doing our job. And over in the Senate, Democrats can reopen the government, but Republicans can do it too. And I called to end the filibuster and use the nuclear option a month ago.
Yeah, we don't want to use the nuclear option. That would be very bad. But the Republicans need to come to the drawing board with the Democrats. Um, what the hell? They on the same thing? Wait, I gotta watch this. What the? It's gonna be really weird while I'm on stream. It's not gonna. I'm gonna have to fix this somehow. Whenever it plays a video, it lags really bad on my screen and on the stream. I don't know why, but this is a preview. Well, let me get my preview in. No, that's fine. Wait, can I go back? No. Quality is so shit too. Why is the quality so bad?
A unique blend of the 5 vital electrolytes found in natural tears.
What are they having in
All working
California?
together to
I
support
don't know that
hydration.
the prop vote
For
in
feeling
California
no
as well.
other drop
Let's
container.
look.
Give your eyes a
I feel like
boost
it
of
gives all,
long-lasting
yeah,
relief
California
with
congressional
TheraTears Dry
redistricting.
Eye
I don't think
Therapy.
it's really early in California still. They haven't counted the votes yet. What is it? That's like 7 o'clock in California right now, so it's not even close. To counting votes. New York, let's see. Yeah, Cuomo got his ass beat. I feel like the turnout would have been more than this, no? 314,000 more.
Even if your idea of la yum 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 is la open the
It would have been close
tub for those
because essentially,
in
I
the
was just
kitchen.
looking at like how many votes went to Silva. If you added that, he would only been what 30K behind, and then with 300K more votes left.
Check your price today.
I don't know how they count this. I mean, I'm sure a lot of those are still Mamdani, obviously. It'd be very weird if
And ordered new branded gear for the team. It was so
maybe it
easy.
goes by
I
this.
just
I don't know
chose
how
the
it works
products,
in mayor
followed our
races.
logo, and placed my order. Bring your own team together with custom.
Like, does it go by borough?
CustomInc.com.
This is expected. Cuomo beat the shit out of him in Staten Island, of course. But this isn't really a borough. If you're from New York, that's not really a borough. Come on. It should be only 4 boroughs. But
Winning 2 governor mansions and the New York City's mayoral race. It is election night 2025 on CNN. I'm Anderson Cooper in New York.
And I'm Jake Tapper in Washington. Gail Spanberger is elected the Commonwealth's very first woman governor ever. And in New Jersey, Republican hopes dashed as Mikey Sherrill becomes the first Democratic woman elected the Garden State's governor. And now we turn our attention to California as voters decide whether to adopt a new House map that could help Democrats win 5 more congressional seats in next year's midterm.
okay, we gotta wait another hour for that.
CNN's Abby Phillip at Mamdani headquarters in the Paramount Theater in Brooklyn, New York. Abby, Mamdani.
I'm sure that'll pass. Hopefully, we need that to pass as well. Even though we're beating the hell out of them, and this is very good in terms of looking out for 2026. We'd still, I mean, we gotta play their game still.
They are looking for a mandate on the central issue that he ran on, which is affordability.
This isn't lagging as bad, thankfully.
Expensive places in this country to live. And Mamdani, from the very beginning, had a laser focus on that issue.
Wait,
And because of that, I think there are.
is this not showing on my OBS right now? What? I didn't know that. Hold on, you guys can't see it. That's real. That's really weird. Maybe it's set up somehow for that to be the case. Hold on, let me try something else. Hold on, hold on. Oh, it still doesn't. That's weird. So I thought you guys could see that. I'm gonna try something else. Well, 1 second. Maybe I can get that CNN pulled up for you guys. I'm gonna try. Yeah, but the prop vote for the redistricting in California would be very, very huge. Very huge. I guess we could tune in to Fox News. Let me
Our
see.
panel right here to break
Okay,
it all down.
that's
Dana
really
Point,
loud.
Shannon Bream, Harold Ford Jr., and Charlie Hurt.
Okay, look at all these MAGA people, bro. I know they're fucking angry.
And that is where we start with Alexis McAdams at the Mamdani HQ.
I don't think it works. Fuck.
Brett, that's right. The music is loud. The people are here, and it's kind of like,
Oh,
the
wait.
party's not going to start till later. Don't show up until later on. Well, they showed up here right after the polls closed because for these
Yeah, it's not
supporters
working.
of Zoran
What the
Mamdani,
fuck?
it wasn't a question of whether he was going to win or not in New York City. It was how much he was going to win by. So they had the momentum, and it comes down to affordability. So sometimes politics can
Wait,
be
I'm gonna try
difficult
something.
and complicated to explain to people.
Try something else. Hold on, hold on.
Socialist tried to make it simple, okay? He said, I'm here in New York City. And people thought, sounds like a great idea. I'm going to vote for that guy because they reject the Democrat establishment, according to the voters I talked to. The younger, more liberal voters here in New York City say they don't care who
Leadership means
I might.
They care who's for the people of New York.
I might have it. I might have it, boys. Um, turn it down. All right, this is the New Jersey governor. Okay, we can watch this. I believe this works. Yes, it does work.
in 1777, New Jersey was one of the first states
Listen
to
what she
choose
says.
a motto. Anybody? Liberty and prosperity. I'm going to get some more civics education going. We'll get that known by all.
So glad we slacked them, boys.
But it was a demand for freedom,
So
for
glad.
progression, and a commitment to creating better
These
opportunity
MAGA
and a
losers
better
are
future.
triggered
That
on
idea
X.
has defined us for almost 250 years. We fought for liberty at the crossroads of the American Revolution, turning the tide for our young nation at the battles of Trenton and Princeton. We offered prosperity as we built the nation during the Industrial Revolution. We've been the cradle of scientific discovery, inventing everything from the light bulb to the laser. Liberty and prosperity. I've seen the genius in that motto over the last year because both are essential in our democracy. And as the
Yeah,
president
she has the lead, 350,000 votes. That's pretty good. That's a pretty good margin. You know, we're not winning by little margins either, man. We're winning by a good amount.
We see how clearly important liberty is. We know that no one in our great state is safe when our neighbors are targeted, ignoring the law and the Constitution. But prosperity is equally essential. Liberty alone is not enough if the government makes it impossible for you to feed your family, to get a good education, or to get a good job. So in this country, that shouldn't be too much to ask. But right now, all of it seems at risk. Governors have never mattered more. And in this state, I am determined to build prosperity for all of our citizens. And I've heard from thousands of you about what liberty and prosperity mean to you, what it's going to take for your family to thrive. So I hear you, Newark. I'm going to work with communities from the ground up so all of our neighbors thrive. I hear you, Sham, so I'm going to declare a state of emergency on day one to drive down your utility costs. I hear you, Westfield, so I'm going to make sure our kids are safe online and schools have the resources they need to address the mental health crisis. I hear you, Jersey City, so I'm going to hold government accountable, balancing individual liberty with collective responsibility, ensuring people are safe, healthy, educated, and free to pursue their dreams.
One second.
I hear you, New Jersey. Good government doesn't just manage problems, it solves them.
All right.
So I'm going to continue to listen and work with you to move our state forward because I have learned so much as I've traveled our state. Our innovations, our businesses, our inventors and entrepreneurs have amazed me.
Why's my phone not charging, bruh?
The people that have left the biggest mark, especially those who are fighting for
weird.
prosperity for their entire communities. I was moved during my block walk in Trenton with Shanique as she spoke so passionately about the promise of her city and her neighbors despite the challenges. I love the group of young men from Monroe who've been hard at work on this campaign. They want a seat at the table and they're ready to fight for their future. The little girls who come up to me to say that they're going to be a governor or they're going to be a president. It reminds me of my own belief that anything was Hakeem's team, who worked their butts off. Knocked over 60,000 doors.
Bruh. My phone acting weird. I ain't gonna lie.
Told me these are not the kids who will succeed in Trump's vision of this country, but they will in mine. The men and women in labor. At union jobs, at a time when our economy is set up to make it harder and harder for working people. You know what? They don't just fight for their brothers and sisters in labor. They fight for all of us. For working families everywhere, so everyone has a shot.
I'll be right back, guys.
So
Right back.
Thank you to each and every person here tonight and across the state who's worked hard over the last year. Thanks to the thousands of volunteers who made millions of calls, texts, and canvases, to everyone who's ready to stand and demand a better future for our kids and our families. To my running mate, Dr. Dale Caldwell. You've already served our state so well, and I'm proud to have you by my side as we embark upon this new chapter for New Jersey. To my team, who put together a campaign the likes of this state has never seen, and helped in our efforts to create a great future for New Jersey. And thanks to my family. Who put up with missed soccer games, lacrosse games, football games, volleyball games, swim meets, and rugby games. All to put up with this, so thank you. And a special thanks to my husband, Jason. Through 4 kids, 2 dogs, a hamster, numerous goldfish, 5 campaigns, an insurrection, and 2 impeachments, you have been a truly amazing partner. So thank you to everyone who's joined me in fighting for a better future. I know these are tough times. I know not everyone voted for me, but I'm working for everyone. Every single one of you. When we all do better, we all do better. So tomorrow begins a new day. And at each new day in New Jersey, the sun rises over the Statue of Liberty, a daily reminder of her promise. Give me your tired, your poor, your huddled masses yearning to breathe free. She declares that her lamp lights the path to the golden door. That golden door is New Jersey. It always has been. And that expectation is well deserved, especially after this election, where we chose, we're going to follow Lady Liberty's beacon. We're not going to give in to our darker impulses. Here in New Jersey, we know that this nation has not ever been, nor will it ever be, ruled by kings.
This speech is long, man. I'm gonna mute it for now. And scroll, see what else we got, man. I don't know what that means. We'll scroll X, hold on. This is from Obama, obviously. Um, Congratulations to all the Democratic candidates who won tonight. It's a reminder that when we come together around strong, forward-looking leaders who care about the issue that matter, we can win. We've still got plenty of work to do, but the future looks a little bit brighter. That is facts. Okay, we needed this. Okay, I'll tell you right now, Democrats needed that because, uh, I don't want to say it was vague. I think we all knew that the Democrats would bounce back hard because of all the things the Republican Party have been doing and just been how awful it's been. Just I've said it too many times about all the things they've done. Uh, we were just hoping that the American people received it the same way we were receiving it, and looks like they are. We're sweeping these Republicans with flying colors. So yeah, it's just overall looking a little bit brighter. Okay, I think it shows that uh, how they've been receiving this administration, and this could be a reflection of how the 2026 midterms go, 1 year from exactly right now. So hopefully it goes similar. Uh, I think everything's done. Like I said, we look at this. These are the main things that are going on. Uh, One this, one the New York City mayor, New Jersey governor, one California redistricting. This is the only thing we're looking forward to. Uh, you know, Hopefully we sweep that very easily as well, uh, with a bunch of yeses. You know, so yeah, that's where we are. I also wanted to show one more thing if I can find it for you guys. Um, Hold on. One second. Ooh, that's so clutch. We just won a bet, boys. We had under 166 and a half, and the score is 166. Oh man. To show you guys that. Oh man. Mamdani posted a video. Let's see what he says. Mamdani posted a video.
The next and last stop is City Hall.
Oh, okay. I like that. You know what that means, baby? Starting at 1% in the polls. Mamdani, dang, he really did start off at 1%. Pulled off one of the great political upsets in modern American history. Yes, we can create a government that represents working people and not the 1%. I look forward to working with Zoran as he builds a city that works for all. Yes, sir. Oh God, dude, why does he pop up on my? Do I follow? I don't. Like, why does he keep popping up on my thing, bro? 2 months. Kirk shot. Well, I mean, no. The second one, not even. I mean, no prominent people on the Democratic left is celebrating that, but okay. Leftist militants take the streets, committing and calling for what the fuck? It's literally ICE are the militants that are taking the streets, committing crimes. What? Attorney General candidate for Virginia expresses. Oh, yeah. Like I said, I don't really fuck with that guy for saying that. But let's not act like the right doesn't spew terrible rhetoric as well. Okay. Uh, I mean, look at the president they voted for. But Democrats voters turn out en masse to vote for him. Oh, okay. Yeah, and he's still trying to say we're the enemy, whatever. He's just coping, crying.
The president is backing away from this ideal, cutting SNAP, ripping away health care, terminating Gateway. We here in New Jersey are bound to fight for a different future for our children.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to find. That attorney general, I guess, see how much he won by, and another race that I was looking at. Uh, oh, maybe. Yeah, it was Georgia. Trying to find it. Mm. Um, it's so hard to find these state races. I might have to just make a video tomorrow. Like I see some things, but it's hard to get like a good grasp on it. We can read this one together. Atlanta news first. Georgia Democrats won 2 seats on the state's hugely influential public service commission. Oh, okay. I thought it was like the state house or something like that. Alicia Johnson ousted Republican incumbent Tim Echols in the special election to represent District 2. Uh, Again, this is just the public service commission, but let's be clear, like mainly people vote for just based on the D and R on their name when it comes to like uh these really local things. At least I'm 90% sure that's just my whim and my way of thinking. That's what I really think. But like, come on, like when I go to vote on November 4th for uh a public service commission or any like really low but at the like really low position, but is uh they're a public servant, I'm really just voting on the D or R by their name. Like that's simply what I'm looking at. I mean, it's not really much policy that you can really get out there. I at least I think for like a lower level position like a public service commission, you know. But so I think in that regard, if they were just voting on the DNR and these seats aren't being flipped or they haven't been flipped for a long time and now they're being flipped, that's a really good sign. Okay, I don't know what this is, but it says Alicia Johnson ousted. I think I already read that, but Alicia Johnson ousted Republican incumbent Tim Echols in a special election to represent District 2. Uh, Huber again, while Peter Huber defeated GOP incumbent Fitz Johnson in District 3. Um, Johnson had a 40. Wait, Johnson. Okay, Johnson was the Democrat. Johnson had 59% to Eccles 41. So 18-point swing. Uh, 18 points is a lot. That is a really good amount in elections. So let's go back here. They have
behalf of the
Hakeem
American
Jeffries on.
people. And hopefully, Republicans will now realize that it's something that they need to do.
This is
to
Hakeem
find
Jeffries
the
on.
common
Okay,
ground
listen to
necessary.
this.
Let's reopen the government. Let's pass a spending agreement that makes life better for the American people. And let's address the health care crisis and the cost of living crisis that Republicans are making worse.
Leader Jeffries, thank you so much. Congratulations.
Oh, I joined late.
Night for your party. Thank you. Appreciate it. We're standing by to hear from New York
Jake
City's
Tapper,
mayor-elect,
my God.
Democrat Zoran Mamdani after his big win. We're also going to speak soon with New York Congresswoman Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez. Plus, we're less than an hour away from the poll closings in California, where Democrats hope to secure their fourth key win of the night and pave the way for Speaker Hakeem Jeffries. We're continuing to monitor long voting lines in Orange County, California. Stay here on CNN.
There it is. So they're gonna have AOC on. I don't know how long I'll be on stream though, guys. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know how long I'll be on stream for. But we'll continue monitoring. We're really just chilling right now. Democrats are winning, Dean. They are winning. Oh well. Rip Sauce Gardner, by the way, if anybody watches football. Rip Sauce Gardner. We're gonna go back and soon. We're gonna watch CNN more. When they come back on, but shit, I hope it's every election, bro.
Manhattan.
Let me
And
see.
finally, we are projecting that Alvin Bragg has won re-election as the district attorney of Manhattan.
W's all over the place. W's all over the place. That was fire. This right here is fire. 2 seats in Georgia was huge. Now let me get off that.
For national Democratic image, given what is happening in
Is this about the Jay Jones guy? Oh, this is about Mamdani. Jesus, the way they talk about
terrible
Mamdani.
night for national Democratic image, given what is happening inside their party. Mamdani is an avowed socialist. It's not what people say that he is, it's what he says that he is. He's now the leader of their party. That's their energy, and Chuck Schumer's
He's the leader of the Democratic Party?
Let's swear. There is no. Who is the leader? Can someone tell me?
He's a life raft for Republicans who have to go on TV and get their asses kicked.
You own this now. You all own this now.
We've had progressive mayors. I don't think anybody thought that de Blasio.
He's the best actor you all have, is he not?
Listen,
Mamdani.
Come on. Here's what I'll say. I'm a lot happier than you are sad. You're saying I'm happy. You know why? Buyer's remorse from independents.
This is a terrible night for
Big facts, Van Jones. Scott Jennings, he's trying to do his little spiel thing. Not really listening too much to what he's saying. He's just triggered. We've already been fucking. We've been on a video of Dom Lucre, bro. I'm not reading what he's saying.
Joining me now from the free state of Florida, Governor Ron DeSantis, my governor.
Let's hear what Ron DeSantis
I'm literally
is
in tears. I'm having a hard time keeping a straight face, only for this reason. I have really funny friends, and my funny friends are...
Hold on. Actually, I'll be right back. The 4 people in my chat. I'll be right back. Sorry. All right. Wait, is it muted?
Wrestlers
Back. Sorry.
chanting "Shame on Sliwa." Shame on Sliwa, they said repeatedly, and of course, as referring to Curtis Sliwa, the Republican candidate in this race, who is now a distant third in the view among a lot of Cuomo supporters that he is a spoiler of sorts in the race.
Still would have
We'll
lost.
see what the final margin is, and if Sliwa were out of the race, if it would have made any difference in the ultimate outcome here.
He
But
still
it
would have
was
lost.
Cuomo's push in the late campaign to try to embrace Donald Trump's late endorsement, tried to win over those Republican voters who supported Curtis Sliwa, hoping that would be enough to offset Zoran Mamdani's margin of victory. We'll see the ultimate outcome here, but we do expect Cuomo to address this crowd in a matter of moments. And the question is, has he conceded yet in the race? We do not have word yet about whether he actually conceded this race to Zoran
Imagine
Mamdani.
being mad.
He, as we now know,
I think this is a little loud.
expected to lose this race rather decisively from Zoran
Imagine
Mamdani.
being mad at Silva because your candidate lost. Like you wanted him to, like you guys wanted to pay him to drop out so that people would have less choices. Like imagine that's just not how it works.
Anderson, inside this New York City electorate, we see something really interesting, which is the power of the vote when you're voting for your candidate as opposed to just voting against his opponent. So look here, among Mamdani voters, this is his coalition, his voters, 86% of Mamdani voters told us they cast their vote in support of their candidate. It was a very positive vote. Only 12% of Mamdani voters cast their ballot in opposition to his opponent. Look at
I bet that number for against.
Among Cuomo supporters, 46%.
That's what I was just about to say. They're just voting against Mamdani or Silva.
49% of Cuomo voters voted against Cuomo's opponent. It was like a negative motivation vote.
Yep.
We also see this on the candidate qualities. Among Mamdani voters, the most important candidate quality, 41%, they were looking for someone who brings needed change. Another 29%, somebody who works for people like me, so change agent and an empathetic figure. Compare that to the Cuomo coalition. Cuomo's voters, overwhelmingly, 50% said they were looking for someone with the right experience, or 18% said a strong leader. But clearly, what you see here is that a change agent, somebody who had empathy that voters responded to, that trumped this issue of experience and a strong leader.
All right.
Yeah.
Kelly, thanks very much.
Just having experience doesn't do you shit. That means those people are just like the establishment. Nobody likes the establishment. The establishment has plenty of experience, but it's just not doing us any well. But let's shut up. All right, ALC is about to speak. Let's see what she says.
Was just explaining that Mamdani's voters wanted a change agent. They wanted somebody who felt like they understood voters like them. What message should the Democratic Party take away from not just that exit polling, but this resounding victory tonight?
Well, I think one important part is that it's not so bad to lean into a diverse working class electorate and to make sure that we send our strongest messengers and lean in to the promise of our party, and that we don't have to be afraid of the future. We don't have to be afraid of our young.
What do you think it also says that the Democratic Party across the board tonight in all of these major races in Virginia, in New Jersey, down ballot, up ballot, had these victories? I mean, is there room in the Democratic Party for both moderates like Mikey Sherrill and Abigail Spanberger and also Zoran Mamdani?
Well, I think it's
See what she
not
says
just
here.
a message about Democrats. It's a message about our entire country. I think that Americans are appalled by what they are seeing coming out of this administration. They are appalled by the cowardice of Congress, by these Republican majorities in the House and in the Senate. I think that they see Donald Trump now for who he is, which is a handmaiden to billionaires and a handmaiden to corporate interests that are making working class life impossible in America. And I think that they want to send fighters in every single pocket of this country to fight for working people, to make life affordable and safe for all.
When Trump promised, as he has in recent days, that he will give only the bare minimum to New York as a result of this election.
Yeah, that's bullshit, bro.
I think he should be careful about the threats that he issues and what cities he threatens, because New York City is not a city, as we see from this electorate, These are not people, and our people are not people who easily back down, who take well to threats, and I just don't think that Americans take well to leaders who try to coerce them through hostile messaging. I think they want public servants who work for them and not against them. And I think that the results that we've seen in Georgia, in Virginia, in New Jersey, and in New York City demonstrate that.
What should Democrats do going forward? Because there is a lot of data now, both what happened tonight, but also some polling that shows a deep dissatisfaction with the Trump administration. The government is still shut down as we speak. What's the next step?
Well, as we know, Mike Johnson has refused to call the House of Representatives back into session. It's been about a month now, and we have federal workers that have been laid off. We have federal workers that are not taking paychecks. We have SNAP recipients that this administration has essentially indicated, and this president has indicated, that he is willing to starve them in order to coerce them into supporting him. And this is a very grave and dangerous moment.
So you think that the party should continue to hold out? No negotiations?
Yes.
I mean, I think this Republican leadership refuses to even seriously engage in any sort of negotiation or attempt to reopen the government. I think that Democrats stand at the ready to do so, but the Republican majority simply isn't even calling on Hakeem Jeffries or in any of the Democratic Party for a serious negotiation to make this happen.
So the Senate Democratic leader, Chuck Schumer, did not endorse in this race. He did not endorse Mamdani and wouldn't say how he voted. What's your response to that?
Well,
She's pissed, but she's about to give a real moderate answer.
Tonight, as well as the entire movement of New Yorkers that came out to vote for him, is that he had to not just defeat a Republican, he had to defeat a Republican and the old guard of the Democratic Party at the same time. He was fighting a war on two fronts and not just one. And he still won resoundingly. And I think the message that sends is that the Democratic Party cannot last much longer by denying the future, by trying to undercut our young, by trying to undercut a next generation of diverse and upcoming Democrats that have the parties, the actual party, that are actual electorate and voters support.
All right, we have to go, but I have to ask you, because Republicans are saying that Chuck Schumer is afraid of you. Is he?
I don't think so. I think that, Senator Schumer and I have worked together. I think Republicans are afraid of me. I'll tell you that much. And I think that they project their fear of me onto him. So I think that they're just telling on themselves when they say that.
All right, Congresswoman, thank you very much for joining us. Back to you, Jake, in Washington.
Actually, I'll take it. We're standing by to hear from New York City's mayor-elect, Democrat Zohran Mamdani. After his big win, Democrats already celebrating tonight, but can they keep their momentum in the weeks and months ahead? All eyes now on California and Governor Gavin.
Yeah, we're still waiting on the California prop redistricting to come up, but funny that she brought that up at the very end, because I even tweeted earlier because of Chuck Schumer wouldn't endorse Mamdani, and I said that's a big mistake, and I mean, his time's knocking too, you know what I mean? We're, as progressives, we're not, just coming for those Republicans, as Republicans are obviously the worst thing that we have here in government, but these, liberal Democrats too, Chuck Schumer. I said, I mean, you see that Mamdani's gonna win. This is where the young people, as AOC would say too, are that's where they're going, and that's where we're going. It's the obvious choice. These are the only people actually for the people, and Chuck Schumer, if he doesn't want to get in line, then I said earlier on my X, I said, AOC's coming to get that, Senate majority seat. So that's fine too if he wants to go down that route. But to the other things that she said, just as saying that the younger generation is this is how they're going. They're going towards candidates like Mamdani. I guess I described that as progressivism, just like myself, Uh, And for months, I mean, it's just so validating. For months, I've been on this channel. I made this channel saying that, you know, there needs to be a change because there is a serious problem with the current uh, Republican Party in office today. And although the Democrats weren't the best, I can at least grant that they weren't the best under Joe Biden. But I mean, to me, it was fine. It was like a regular government, to where it wasn't obvious that they were just not in the interest of the people. Like today, the current Donald Trump and this administration is absolutely, absolutely, absolutely abysmal towards their constituents. If you just do the research, like I have been, a young person doing the research, uh, looking at how previous administrations handled government, this administration, even Trump's first one was bad, but now it's even worse. The fascism, the authoritarianism is off the fucking charts, guys. I'm not joking, and that's why, I ended up making this channel. And when I deep dived into politics, progressivism was the only way to go. Uh, AOC, um, Zoran Mamdani now. I really wish Bernie Sanders would have won when he was running, but the DNC decided to primary him, and they're trying to do that with a lot of others. So here there wasn't, they couldn't primary Mamdani. The other two are liberals, as far as I know. So the only real big one is Mamdani. That's why I covered him. That's mainly my uh, type of politics with Mamdani, and it's not full stop. All things that he advocates for, I advocate for, but that's more closely to what I align with, and I think a lot of people are starting to align with, as we can see in the polls. So that's why I'm glad that he won, and that's just validating because for months I've been defending Mamdani's policies, Tim Walz's policies, even, and just AOC's policies. That wing of the party, because of how well it does for the actual just working class people, instead of Republicans, and where it just absolutely uh, helps out the upper class and not the lower class at all, as they raise taxes through tariffs and other shisty ways, if you will, and not the traditional way, so people won't see it coming as easy. But yeah, you know, it wasn't that big of an election day. I'm probably gonna call it here soon, but for the stream we've been on for an hour, but uh, next year, next November 4th, it'll be even more. Uh, you got more progressives going for office. Even got a small progressive going for office here in where I live, in the first congressional district of where I live. Uh, I tried to get, maybe I'll have him on the channel as well. I've been trying to contact him and maybe his office, see if he's taking any type of APAC money. See if he's an actual progressive or not. Would be interesting how that would go. I live in a deep red state, so I just imagine that they're not going to take that very well here, and he's probably just not going to win. And maybe we can get the current Republican primaried. And maybe if we have like a libertarian Republican, that would be great. But I don't really know, to be honest. I haven't looked at the Republican candidates here, but that's neither here or there. You guys probably don't care about that. That's just my local rant. But like I said, I may have him on the channel. Hopefully, we can have that happen. But what I was going to end on was, November 4th next year, we'll have even more people like Graham Plattner. The DNC's already trying to primary him. Races like that, the Senate and House, they get on that shit way earlier, and they'll try to primary you and just dump as much money as they can to get a hardcore liberal in, instead of a progressive left like Mamdani or something. So yeah, that's all I have for you guys on this one, man. I think I'm gonna end the stream here. I guess we can listen in to CNN for a little bit, then I'll probably end it. Here we go.
There are a ton of people. Actually,
This is
Anderson, I want
Callie.
to show you the full length of this line. Well, this line actually goes all the way, wraps around the building to get inside. But then, as we look behind me, we're just going to have Chris follow me this way. This line actually goes all the way to the end of the street. And I just spoke with election officials who tell me that this is incredibly atypical for a special election. They can see that there's a lot of interest around Proposition 50, as Alex was just talking
That's
about.
very
This is
good.
the only
That's
measure
very good.
on this ballot. And tonight we've spoken to many first-time voters, young voters, people who are 18 to 21 who either couldn't or didn't vote in the last presidential election, but said that they needed to come out today to vote. And I also spoke to a 54-year-old who was a first-time voter who said he just wasn't drawn to vote in any of the past elections except for this one. Many people saying the state of the country and immigration policies, Trump administration immigration policies, how that's impacting California and all of the chaos that it has brought to this area as one of the key reasons why they're out here to vote on Proposition 50. Anderson?
All right, Veronica Merkel, thanks very much. I want to go see this David Chalian on how Democrats have done with young male voters tonight. David, what do you see in the numbers?
Yeah, Anderson, this is one of those key demographic groups, young men aged 18 to 29, where we saw Donald Trump a year ago make big progress.
Let's see.
He won them by 1 point against Kamala Harris. Take a look at young men tonight. In Virginia, Spamberger wins them 57% to 43%.
I want to see the New Jersey one. That'll be more telling.
But still significant to look at this. Take a look in New Jersey. 5% of the electorate are young men. Cheryl wins them by 10
that's really good. That's really good.
54% to Chitterelli's 44%. And
Even though we know it's all Democrat states, but for New Jersey at least.
Mamdani wins young men 64% to Cuomo's 23% to Sliwa's 9%. Now, a year ago, Donald Trump nationally made real gains with this group. Democrats, perhaps tonight, are starting to make a little bit of progress winning back some of these voters.
All right, David Chalian.
That's what it's all about, progress.
You shortly. Obviously, we are awaiting the mayor-elect of New York, Zohran Mamdani. His victory speech. We'll obviously bring that to you live back with the team here.
You know, that point that David Chalian just made, there really is a connection between
I'm going to end it there, guys. I don't really want to hear Scott Jennings and the rest of them speak for right now. I'm going to do something else. They probably have it in the background while I wait for Prop 50 to come out. But I appreciate all of you. There's 4 of you in here now. If you guys could like, subscribe, if you guys like my content here. I've been on for, an hour and 5 minutes so far. And, yeah, I mean, we've talked about everything. I do think that, just the numbers, just going over the numbers that we just seen, that our generation are going to be one of the bigger generations to just start voting more. You just heard that a 54-year-old man just registered to vote for the first time and voted for literally one proposition, only Prop 50. He didn't even vote in the last general election. He voted for Prop 50. That's how bad this current administration is, guys. When I get on here and I talk, I'm not joking. This current administration is terrible. And I hope in general, also just in general, America's voting turnouts are just absolutely abysmal compared to other countries. We got to get that up, and I think because people don't really feel that there's a change a lot of times between Democrats and Republicans, but this time, you're feeling that change for real. So people are starting to get out there and vote more, and that's beautiful. Especially in 2026, where it'll be a little more important than just this off year, just to be honest. So, just the way this is going, it's going well so far. That's very good. I've been advocating for months that this administration is terrible. We need to go more progressive left in our country, and liberals really aren't the best option. If there is a progressive left person, I'd go with the progressive left. If it's just policy against policy and no other nuance into it. But obviously, any liberal right now is light years better than a okay Republican right now. Even Marjorie Taylor Greene, she's fighting with the Republicans a little bit, and it's okay, but like you can still tell that she's a Trump dick sucker, and that goes with Thomas Massey a little bit. I don't think he's a Donald Trump dick sucker though, because he actually kind of stands up to him. Marjorie Taylor Greene, she won't even mention the dude's name, but Thomas Massey, he will, he'll stand up a little bit, but I just don't agree with him on policy, and I think his policy is not good. But I can at least deal with that. I can't deal with Trump where he's literally doesn't want to feed his the people that voted him, and I can't do that. I absolutely can't even work with that. Thomas Massey, he's just a Republican libertarian, Rand Paul too, and some people think that way. That's fine, but what Trump is doing, that's absolutely not okay. A lot of things that he's doing is not okay. So yeah, that's my spiel for tonight, guys. You know, keep watching it on your own. Prop 50, it's going to be huge for us. We need to have it. We need the yes vote on it. We need it. With all the Republicans cheating because they know how it's going to go in 2026. They're getting a dose of it tonight. How it's going to go in 2026. So they're trying to do their best to just gerrymander the shit out of their states. So we're gonna have to fight fire with fire, and we need yes on the Prop 50, like I said, guys. So keep up with that. But enjoy the wins either way. Mamdani, uh, I forget the other names, but Virginia governor, New Jersey governor, flipped the seat in New Jersey. Attorney General in Virginia. Overall, a good night for Democrats. So, we'll take that. So, yep, I'll see you guys in the next one.